Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Happy New Year. So I'm actually trying to now record on my Sony camera. So if it seems a little shaky, then that's because I'm still getting used to the camera. But yeah, it is New Year's Day and we're going to be working on the car, I think. Let's take a look. So something cool I haven't shown yet is this flag I got for a late Christmas gift. Yeah, the R154 came in too, so I'm happy about that. That way we can start putting that together. And then we have this on the shelf. Let's pull it down. Alright, so I did switch cameras real quick to my phone so that way I can do this one-handed. Because that Sony a6600 with the rig setup on it is really heavy. So I bought these before the car even arrived. I knew that Christmas was coming and that there was going to be a delay. So 20K front, 12K rear. I wanted 2212 and then they didn't have 22 without upgrading to the Swift springs. But 2212 should be okay. Hoping it doesn't make too much of a difference. This is like a legit first time opening, unboxing. I think in 2021 I've installed like 6 sets of coilovers. It was kind of crazy. All right, let's take a look. So one of the things I was prepared for before I went and opened this box, my friend bought the same exact set and he said he couldn't tell the difference between the front and rears. So now this is the first time I'm looking at them. They do legitimately look exactly the same. Well, I mean, there is no markings saying front or rear. Alright, so after putting two of them side by side, there is some notable differences. This here, the mounting point on the bottom, this side's fatter, this side's smaller, so if you're installing it, you wouldn't be able to mix those up, hopefully. But then if you go up here, you take a look, 180120, 160200. So if you look at that, and you look at that, so 12K, 20K. So these are going to be the fronts. Alright, so I went ahead and lined up all the coilovers. And then I went over what was in the box earlier. So one of the things that I suggest you do before you put these in the car is check the dampers. Make sure that they're even for both sides. So I went right off the factory settings, it was off 9 clicks from the hardest. So I made sure both sides were even. And then you want to check the length on these from the top hats to the bottom. Make sure that those come same length, or you put them on installed at the same length, so that way you don't have any height adjustment issues from the get-go. A lot of times cars are technically lower on one side for one reason or another, but I just wanted to make sure that I can take that out of consideration. Alright, so we're going to start off by removing the seat bottom for the JZX100. So there's 3 10mm bolts. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so on the JZX100, for future reference, there is these 2 screws on each seat belt. You see right here? You gotta take those out, because otherwise if you just try to see how it's starting to crack, that was already out like that, but if I try to split it here, then that would have broke the seat belts. Then I would have been upset. Alright, so here's the first top hat from the rear. This is the left side, and this car has like an active dampening system. So if you see here, under the top hat, there is a plug that controls this unit, which you gotta disconnect. But there is like a motor on top. And then there's more nuts to get to. So there was 3 10 mils and then, or 12 mils. Now there's 3 more. Once you got it disconnected, you just go ahead and take these out, these top caps. Before you go nuts, you still gotta jack up the car. You don't want the shock to drop, so I suggest leaving a bolt just a little bit hand tight so that way it doesn't drop the whole shock down. So more importantly than anything else, I'm loosening the lug nuts, but I did put jack stands under the car. It's very important when you got little ones around and yourself. You want to protect yourself. It's about an extra 1.5 to 2 inches, making it harder to get this out. And definitely this is much lower than the factory setting, because I had a hard time getting the factory shock out, clearing this piece right here. It actually took me a really long time, longer than I ever expected, because on most cars, the upper control arm doesn't have this brace across, so you can slide the coilover back. This one wasn't as easy, so should be fun. We're gonna have to jack the shock up to get it into the hole. But first, gotta put some bolts on the bottom to make sure it's all secured. All right, so I got the first corner on, and one of the things that I gotta say is out of the box, it's way too low. Here we go. There's the first corner. I'm pretty sure it'll drop down a little bit once I get it on the ground. I don't want to slam it yet, so we just want to lower it to give it a little bit better look than your grandpa's Camry. Alright, a tip for anybody out there who is lowering a JZX100 Grande with a sport mode suspension. Take this out while this is still in the rear shock towers. That'll save you a lot of time, because this was getting stuck on the brace. Sorry if you can hear my breathing hard, but I'm tired. So you gotta take the first 3 12 mils off. Then you got the harness there that goes to this controller. It's like an EDFC from Ting. So this has been to the wreckers of the junkyard. When I say this, I mean this piece. So this came off something already. We're gonna have to take this off now. And I already have a feeling I'm going to have to shoot the top nut off so I can take this whole bracket out, so that way when I slide it out, it's going to be a lot easier. Because that's what the issue I had with the back. Everyone, it is Thursday night, and we're going to be doing another coilover install. Despite me wanting to do this right now, got to get it done. So it is 6 o'clock right now, and we're going to be doing the coilovers real quick on the S13. But if you guys wanted to see what's in the box, that's kind of interesting. We're going to do 2 coilover unboxings in one video. So this is what Fortunato comes with. They come with, I bought Fortunatos before. This car has Fortunatos. But, alright, so this, just a bag full of adjuster tools. Alright, so here's a front set. And I have to say, these came from the scratch and dent set, but they look pretty damn good. Wow, I'm pretty impressed with these. The build quality of these are great. And then there's the camber plates, even though we're just gonna go ahead and max those out because that's how it's sitting on the current coilovers right now. All camber. All right, let's get this going.
feel like a man?